So
Hello, internet friends. Welcome back, podcast listeners. This is Children of Fear, Episode 3, Part 2. Not butt stuff.
Episode 13.
Episode 13, what did I say?
3.
Episode 13, Part 2, I am not building him a Robo-Czar. A lot of stuff happened in the last half. Things were said.
now. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I
Things are
think-
great, actually.
I think we're all in a good place. Tibet. We are giving away, we might have already given away as far as I know, these awesome Birds of Paradise magpie dice and a Birds of Paradise pen. Hashtag chaos, unless it's already been drawn.
No,
Which-
you can still enter.
Oh,
There's
last
still
chance.
Time. Still time.
I don't know if the winner is going to be written on here or... But
will be.
congratulations, whoever is going to win. Last chance for hashtag chaos at the break. And later on, at some point when I remember, we're going to do another giveaway for 2 of those silver bullet tumblers that Nick is currently enjoying a dark beverage in, so you can really see the silver bullet pop on there.
It makes it so much better.
Does it? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this would have been terrible if not for this tumbler.
Are you tasting the silver or the bullet?
For the werewolf.
Oh, all of it. It all comes together.
Here's that will guarantee a werewolf does not come in your house.
There you go.
You tell them I've got silver bullet tumblers.
They might enter your house, but they're not going to come in your house.
Okay.
Can we cut that part?
gonna be-
Wow.
Anything?
The groan itself was like epic.
Sugar, this is mine.
Look, I normally love a fine lycanthropy-based double entendre, but that was a single entendre. You gotta have some. There's gotta be some art, some craft.
Arts and crafts.
I mean, he is rather young. I imagine he'll figure it out eventually.
Oh.
What are we doing?
Thomas is regretting everything that he just did.
Yep. This is awesome.
So
Welcome, internet friends.
we'll be recasting Thomas. It's his studio.
Yeah, he can make all the bad jokes he wants.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good one, Thomas. You're right.
I'm the Homelander of this studio.
Hey, if the alt-right fits.
It does not.
Oh, the winner, Encore Vivant. Congratulations. This set of magpies and this Birds of Paradise pin and a card that none of us will remember to sign.
Well, that will be super easy to deliver.
Oh, nice. Is that you?
No.
Oh.
I'm very lost one. That's my handle on these things. But I
You
know
might have another one. I don't know. All you internet kids have multiple names.
No. I have one internet handle that I use pretty much everywhere except the porn sites, which, you know.
Yeah, well.
I use the Apollyon.
Got him.
But weirdly, so does he.
Wait a minute. Do you have to use a username? Anyway.
You're doing it wrong. I just Google it.
I Bing it, so it's not on my Google.
Oh, it's been a while since we've had a Bing reference. I'm Binging so no one will notice.
Are you kidding? It's like
a bee.
we got a search from California coming in.
on the semaphore wires. Ding, 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 ding.
We got someone searching for something.
Quick,
Find it on Google.
Bing is just a redirect to here. Let me Google that
It's
for
a
you.
human looking at
Exactly.
No, that's G.
This is the result.
Paste it in. That's why it takes so long.
Yeah.
See?
Oh,
That tracks.
you know, we have fun, but Bing, if you'd like to sponsor us, we're ready to sell out at a moment's notice.
We love you, Bing, for money.
Yeah, we could love you.
Yeah.
It's really your choice if we love you or not.
Speaking of the porn sites.
So, in the first episode, part 1 of episode 3,
13.
I know. That time was on purpose.
Well, it's hard to tell.
The joys of senility. You never know when it's.
That,
Yeah, that's right. We're not sure if he's senile or joking about being senile.
Porque no las dos.
Yeah, that's right. We finally got off that darn boat. Tenzin.
No.
I will zip it.
No.
Tenzin played therapist a little bit, and
Family counselor.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, and a restraining bolt of sorts has been put, to use the Star Wars parlance, has been put on the children. We'll see what that looks like when it is, if it's ever used. And you spent a very calm, restful night with a delicious dinner, homemade dinner, in this farm in Tibet, and you all gain 1 sanity from this restorative,
Yay.
stay, and
all of my hit points back.
and all of your hit points back. Yes,
like you were
Man.
never shot in the butt.
He sat on it.
Man, at this rate, I'm going to be at like 99 sanity by the end of this game.
ooh,
Wow.
I want that for
Nice.
luck.
I'm going to be at 0 sanity if we go at this rate.
Oh my goodness. Your numbers are not high.
Yeah.
I've lost half my sanity. Does that mean anything?
Only if it's all at once.
yeah,
Okay.
it means you're doing it right. It means you're doing it right. So we have a long walk ahead of us into Derge's in a valley in the foothills, and we probably should get some gear, but
I mean, did we not actually?
you have some some basic winter gear and stuff like that. What you don't have, like he's some yaks, some
Were we able to bring stuff with us that we could use for trade out here?
thought we-
Because we had
you have
about
like
it.
a crate, but
Of
it's
soy sauce.
Yeah, a crate.
Cocktail beanies.
But yeah,
No, we've learned our lesson.
somewhere Terminator guys.
After the first massacre.
Yes.
But the crate is, not fun to carry, and that's one of the reasons that Tenzin is thinking you need at least a pack animal of some sort.
Could you speak to the farmer and see if he has an animal that he is willing to sell, or if he knows someone who does?
Let me see. Ooh, odd 5. Yes. Last night when you put your wonderful sauce on his fish, he was captivated by it.
Get out of here, werewolf.
Oh, God. Ah! No! Ah!
What?
You people are terrible.
Oh. I missed that one. Well done.
I assume that's why Nick's face did what
Soy
it
sauce.
Yeah, I
Your
know, that's
soy
what's fun.
sauce. He was so taken with it that he would happily trade you one of his yak for some of that delicious sauce.
Wonderful.
The most important use is to keep vampires at bay, though.
What are vampires?
I described the thing with the merged legs that hops and...
Does he know what Jiangshi are? Oh, Jiangshi.
Yeah, vampires, that's what I said.
That's what we call them in the West, at least.
Did that actually work? Did we use that?
Well, have we been assaulted by any vampires?
Not after.
Not.
Correlation does not equal causation.
So you give this guy like 5 jars of soy sauce.
I thought you were going to say packets for a second, and I was like, wow, he really liked that.
And he will, you now have a yak, which you can lash almost everything to. It is an excellent beast of burden. And Tenzin has he finds a long, thin tree branch, and he uses it to just sort of drive the yaks slowly forward, just tapping it on the rump every once in a while. And the yak knows to move. And he tells you that yak are also very useful for staying warm at night.
Oh. You snuggle up to them?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Their coat's like a blanket.
And they hear very well, so if they stir, well, you should get up quickly, but if they stir, then you know something is approaching.
Do we need to put a rope around it or anything to hold it so it won't get spooked or anything?
I mean, you could. I don't know why who would hold on. If you're holding onto that rope and it runs away, you're running away too.
True.
Yak are amazing. They're not. Nothing frightens them because nothing in Tibet is bigger than them. So they've not learned.
Good to know.
And they've been thoroughly domesticated.
We should not tell the yak about the monkeys.
I was about to say, nothing except those apes that you've referenced.
So what follows is like a week of red line travel as you slowly make your way up. You pass by a couple villages. Tenzin usually has you go around. He'll often go into a village and trade a bottle of soy sauce for some food. And he'll a couple villages he goes into and he's like, we should take a wide, there are officials there, we should take a wide berth around.
Are we able to forage on the way there and
somewhat? There's not a ton of stuff around, but you every once in a while you can fish or you can
My children are very good at catching rabbits.
It's true.
There you go.
They can hunt stuff down.
This is why you have children.
That explains so much, actually.
And Tenzin says, we should in the next day or two arrive at Derge, and then we'll look for the temple that is the printing press. It is the most famous printing press. Well, 1,000 years ago, it was the most famous printing in all the world. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it.
Tibet has been working very hard to not have anything come out.
On the journey here, did we hear anything else about those travelers ahead of us?
He says that they haven't seen any Westerners.
So just the first farm?
Yeah, just that first farm.
Interesting.
I wonder.
And so you come. Derge is like many Tibetan villages. It is built essentially up a hill. There are like houses up a hill. Unlike many Tibetan villages, Derge is mostly wood structures. And right at the top of the hill is a brightly painted 3-story building. And Tenzin says that will likely be the printing press.
Do you think it likely that there will be any officials here, or do they not?
No, the temple should probably will probably be the running things, and these are learned monks. I'm sure that they will once we tell them something of our quest, they will help us.
Is there a library connected to this, or like where would this? Is it a
Sort of.
scroll or is it a book?
Tibetan books and scrolls are paper between two hard covers, not bound. Tibetan books are not bound. Tibetan scrolls are rolled up. This place has thousands upon thousands of wood blocks that are pages or parts of something. They've never thrown one away. They have wood blocks. Well, perhaps it's changed in 1,000 years, but they have wood blocks of everything they've ever printed. Often they have copies everything they printed, but not always. And what is this place called? The Parkong. The Parkong is, as I said, the greatest of the many printing houses in Tibet. Tibet is very proud of its woodblock process. But when we go, we should be careful about what we say about our quest.
I was about to ask about that. Wouldn't learned monks also want to stop the King of Fear?
Yes, but they might. There could be agents of the King of Fear about,
Oh, you think perhaps one of the generals,
or just to. I mean, they also have hirelings, and so, I'm sure that the priests will intuit something from what we ask them to print, but we should tell them as little as possible.
Well, you're the one who speaks the language.
They will probably speak Chinese here as well.
All right.
Well, that's helpful.
If necessary. And so, yeah, you come through. There's like a portico entrance, and then before you is this 3-story building, and on every surface is string, and hanging on that string is drying paper with wood with print on it, with ink print on it, in almost entirely in Tibetan, but there's a little bit of Chinese you see, and a tiny bit of Sanskrit or Hindu.
On the way up, I'll try and pull Tenzin aside.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they have anything here that could transition my children into being human? I've heard that this is an incredible library.
It is an incredible library. I don't know how I would ask that. If you can ask them the right questions, they might be able to find it.
The Pinocchio scroll.
Yeah.
My favorite Dan Brown novel.
Oh.
So you come through the portico, and there's paper everywhere. It rustles in the wind. There's the smell of ink, of wet ink everywhere. And there are you look through a window as you go by, and there's just rows, bookshelves, floor to ceiling, with wood blocks in them. And then another room that's just floor to ceiling with scroll cases in it. And you see a bunch of people like bent over work. They're either working on wood blocks or working on making the paper. It is eerily quiet, like nobody's talking. The only sounds are the work that they are doing. They don't look like monks. Most of these people look like artisans. They don't. They're not dressed as monks. But
so it's woodblock printing. Like
Yeah.
they carve
Yeah.
it into the block and then.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, and so they'll carve like a portion of whatever you're reading into a wooden block, and then they'll essentially run ink over the paper, and the imprint will catch the ink.
That's so cool.
And it's like a big stamp, basically.
Yeah.
A monk does approach you and bows 3 times to Tenzin, and then bows 1 time to all of you. And Tenzin says, and you all understand, Tenzin says, my friends prefer Chinese. And the monk bows, and everybody can make a Chinese roll. Is anybody over 50 in Chinese?
Yes, I'm at 70.
No.
If you're over 50, you don't need to make a roll.
But I can to understand it better.
Sure.
Yeah.
Negative.
I didn't
All right.
make it.
So they'll tell you, You get the
I mean,
gist.
if you want to reroll, we have plenty.
We do have a
of
lot
All right, let me do it. I
Ouch.
want to know. I want to know what's going on.
Thanks to our wonderful.
Well, that worked better.
Yeah, that's
I
a
could
success.
translate it to English for you, but I'd have to make an English roll.
That's a
Which is-
success,
which is
though, so I get to
50-50,
stack it off.
Yay, success.
Welcome to our scripture printing house. I am Jonten Funtzok, overseer of this revered establishment. How may I be of service to your auspicious selves?
We all turn towards
Yeah,
Tenzin.
exactly.
And Tenzin sort of smiles, and he tells Funtzok in Chinese, although you all understand it, that he lays it on. I've come to this marvelous repository of Buddhist wisdom in search of the ritual for the closing of the ways. I had a copy, but it was stolen in the Cave of 1,000 Buddhas. And the monk sort of raises an eyebrow, and he says something in Tibetan to Tenzin. And Tenzin replies, I'm old-fashioned. And the guy nods, and then he returns to Chinese, and he says, well, I think I believe we have the pieces to complete that, yes. I don't know if it is already printed. We may need to print it, which could take some time. Why are you interested? And why are Westerners interested in this ritual? And he, distinctly addresses that to you instead of Tenzin.
I think we'd all be looking at Gwen now.
How did I end up
Everyone
the diplomat
turns.
of this group? We have been following our teacher through a journey of instruction, and this is part of the steps that we are to complete our journey.
I see. Your friend, your teacher, tells me that he needs this scroll to complete a vow he made as a young priest. And he'll sort of say, what, isn't he a young priest?
Well, as I'm sure you know, appearances are not everything.
Yes, of course. Well, I think we have, among our over 200,000 printing blocks, the necessary pieces to make this scripture.
Is there anything you need in exchange for printing? What can we do for you?
Soy sauce.
I am so glad you asked. Yes. So it will take us a few days
Of course.
to print this, and I would love it. It would be a great service if you could deliver for me a, what's it called? Oh man. We owe a gift to the abbot of Gongchen Monastery. It's about 40 miles from here. We are happy to print your scroll if you would only deliver this gift to the monastery.
I'll glance at Tenzin to see if he has any reaction to the mention of that monastery.
No, he doesn't seem to.
Okay.
He's just sort of like, takes a bite out of his peach.
Of course he does.
We will provide you with supplies, ponies, and everything you need for the journey. A couple days journey to Dojin, and they will be, this is a gift of great worth.
Are the roads safe here in Tibet?
Oh yes, yes. There's no danger. Our ponies are sure-footed. Dojin is not that. It's actually down, so you're not going higher up. So there's no danger from the cold.
Are they expecting it?
Oh yes.
But they won't be expecting us to bring it.
You are serving as emissaries of the Parkong. They will know when you bring this gift. And he pulls out a wooden box that's that about the size. It's about 2 feet by 1 foot, and it is a beautiful, handmade, super shiny wooden box. And on the top of it is inlaid in the wood the symbol of the Parkong temple.
Well, that's certainly one way to know.
I must ask only one thing, and that is that you leave your weapons here, because entering another monastery as emissaries of the Parkong with weapons would be a grave insult.
I'll look at the others. I mean, I can agree to that.
Yes.
I'm not carrying any weapons.
Tenzin he's very excited. He says, yes, a visit to the Rudam Valley would allow me to pick some herbs that I need for the ritual.
Oh, well then. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yes. I'm not going to hurt any birds.
It's an expression. We would be delighted to be of assistance, and we thank you very much for your assistance as well to us.
He'll hand you the box.
Take it. Is it heavy?
No. Well, there's definitely fabric inside. So it feels almost like a flag, or maybe a mat of some sort.
Interesting.
Oh, it's a brand new doormat.
Welcome. Bless our mess.
Welcome to enlightenment.
Kill the people that brought this mat.
Oh,
I mean,
we get to see another. We get to
See now, your guy
Honesty.
that keeps leading the Chaos Agents trap, that should be what he does. Have them deliver things that just say, kill the people that brought you this note.
if Xavier screws us over one more time,
No,
He's only done it once. It's
intentionally.
Albie did it the other time.
he just keep apologizing. They'll believe it. Oh, I'm real sorry about that.
Totally the way that was.
Tenzin says, there's just one thing,
There always is.
Master Funsak. May I see the wood blocks to ensure that this is the ritual? And may everybody make a psychology roll, limited by,
Oh, that's a 100.
Limited by psychology.
outstanding.
I shoot him.
Oh, Jesus.
You want my weapon? Here.
Limited by Chinese or?
Sit on him. No, go ahead and just make a psychology roll.
No, I didn't make it. Not rolling these again.
Odd 4 is a
I
critical
push
success.
that?
Ooh, nicely done.
All right, so you're going to notice this.
I guess I won't.
You are consumed by, as he passes this, what's in that box?
Yeah.
There's something in, like,
It's a note that says it killed the people that brought this.
it could very well be. It could very well be. You notice that Funsak doesn't love saying like, I just want to check to make sure
Sure.
that you, oh learned scribe,
We're doing the right thing.
he does not love that, but he says, of course.
His just one thing is going to make my just one thing more difficult to execute. That's just one more thing.
Now you got to Columbo it.
How would that?
Walk out, walk back
hey,
in.
hey, those are lovely shoes. Where do you get those?
He's like barefoot.
Yeah.
What do you want?
There's a new indie RPG that is sort of Murder, She Wrote, the tabletop role-playing game.
Dang.
And I played a demo of it, and I just was like, I want to make Columbo. And so I spent the whole time going, look, this is all really lovely. There's just one last thing, if you don't mind. That was my special move. Was there's just one more thing. So he'll take he'll take anybody who wants to into the upstairs, and there are just the walls are lined with wood blocks, and there's no labeling anywhere. And Funsock sort of like, and he pulls out a wood block and he shows it to Tenzin, and it's in a language none of you recognize,
And it's backwards.
and it's backwards, which makes it even harder. And Tenzin looks at it and he just goes, "This is lovely. This, I don't need to see anything else. Your work here is," and he just starts to butter him up.
Yeah.
And Funsock seems a little
grin.
mollified.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
grinning.
like open mouth
Yeah,
staring at
yeah,
all of these
yeah,
beautiful wood blocks, just in awe of all of the knowledge that's here.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this is craftsmanship. This is like craftsmanship at a high level. Mm-hmm.
If he looks buttered, I'll make my move.
All right. Yeah.
I'm very sorry to ask this, and it's nothing pressing, but I've been researching stories, and I describe things like Pinocchio, where like someone's love creates life in an object, but then it transitions into being fully. And I'm looking into similar stories in other cultures. I'm curious if you're aware of any such Tibetan stories.
This sounds something like the Chinese myth of Kuaitsumen,
Yes, I've read a little bit about them.
but they aren't real.
But are there any stories in the mythology of something similar where they then transition into being a real person?
I think I recall hearing some things about that. I believe, oh man, there was a ritual, spark of life or something it was called.
Salivating. I mean,
Like not even looking at him, Gwen will pull out a handkerchief and hand it over to Eugene.
go on.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Oh, it is a tapestry.
Oh, I did that. I thought. I am sorry.
It is a tapestry.
Oh.
It is a thangka, which
Thong tapestry?
dong ta dong dong dong.
Your brain is in a weird spot today.
He's shouting out his buddy Cisco.
I did watch like 3 episodes of The Boys last night. So
I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. A thangka is it's an embroidered, although sometimes painted, religious painting. That it's like their version of an icon, basically. Usually, it's it can be a deity, it can be a mandala, it can be a landscape, something like that. Usually, a thangka is a focus for personal meditation. So you sort of like just stare at it and disassociate with everything around you. And they're often quite large. They're they can be about 2 feet wide, and unrolled they can be like 20 feet long. Although they can also, there are also smaller ones. This one seemed, but it seems, it's got some heft to it.
Nice.
And he says, yes, it's a thonka. Oh. It is an image of this monastery and the valley. With who's in it? With
Elvis.
Anvil.
I'll thank you very much. Colonel, good thing I can't lie. It is, who is supposed to be on it? Pema Rigdzin and his masters. So,
classic.
One of the, and he'll go into this whole thing about how Pema Rigdzin was one of the first learned Buddhist teachers to come to Tibet.
And Gwendolyn's just drinking all of this in, just absolutely enthralled.
We will,
Yeah, is there anything that I have? I don't have much, but I have some bottles of soy sauce. I have some skills as a mechanic that I would be willing to lend.
That is very interesting. Yes, you understand. We have a press that is less than functional, and perhaps when you return, you can look at it. It would be a great service to us.
I can do my best.
You're very kind. Well, tonight, let us rest, and then tomorrow, and we will make all the arrangements. And do you require a guide? And Tenzin says, no. I'm sure it's still in the same place. Which Funsock sort of...
I'm sure he gets a really funny look from... Yeah.
Yeah, you have a nice night. It's a little more ascetic than the farm. You are in... There's a dormitory, essentially, for the monks. And you see that there are indeed artisans who just work here. They aren't monks, and they go home. But there's like a dormitory with very austere conditions. Sleeping on... there's a mat on the bed, and there are wooden bunk beds. But it's warm, and there's good food.
I've been rating each place we stop by the quality of the yak milk, the yak tea.
I was about to ask if we'd had some of the yak
I'm
tea.
assuming.
He'll definitely give you some. Let's see, what is it called? It is called... The horrible drink is called...
Creamy, buttery tenderness.
It's just called melted butter with tea in it, right?
No, it is... it's
Yakosity, where you rate different yak
There you go.
teas.
Cassidy.
I'm gonna make that app.
Yak rating app. Some people call it hot or not, but
Oh.
Someone made me do it. No.
That is a...
You're the worst.
Yak book.
Okay, that was actually worse. Well done.
That was good.
So he'll say, Funsock will bring you all. He walks, like, as you stay the night, he'll like show you the process. He'll like walk you through the entire process where they lay all the blocks out, and then there's essentially a press that gets put over it, and then these vices clamp down and push it down, and afterwards he'll take you to his little office, and he'll pour out very small cups of butter tea, it is it's like drinking olive oil, but it tastes like a lot like butter. It's kind of like drinking a stick of butter. It's not actually good.
Does he get offended if we don't drink it?
Well, let's find out. Are you not going to drink it? Everyone who's drinking it, make a con roll.
Yes.
But it's just tea-infused butter.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to drink it.
All right, yeah, he doesn't seem
A regular
offended.
success.
Oh my God, I made it. I check off con.
71 is a fan. Can I get a...
Yeah. Do it.
Thank you.
Oh, I did. I thought I was gonna upchuck tea everywhere. Well, butter everywhere.
64. Still didn't make it, but it was better.
All right, so you're like coughing a little. It's not so much the butter as it is the oily like
Viscosity.
Not it goes down weird.
Yeah, you let it sit for just a second, and then there's a small film.
That's
I
what
need something to
Dimitri.
dunk in it, like scones or something, you know?
Yeah, that's when Dimitri is like, ooh, no. But Tenzin just like gulps it down in one.
Yeah.
Slide mine over.
I do what he
to
does.
Jesus.
I chug mine.
Yeah, he says it's better if you don't sip it.
Yeah.
Oh, good to know.
I see him do that. Chug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
there's 3 of us that just put it down, and the others are just like,
yeah, he'll. Everybody seems very happy, and the next morning there are a bunch of ponies out front. One pony for each of you.
and my children ride our yak.
And sure.
It's probably like burrowed into the fur.
Yes.
We're very good at bringing it back if we try to get away. They're great at retrieving things.
Yes.
In the morning, everybody make me a luck roll.
Oh, yeah!
So much.
Yes. And this is separate, right? I'm not influenced by...
No.
Oh, yes.
I don't make it.
35. I mean, of course I didn't make it.
All right, who missed it by the most?
65 out of 26.
So you missed it by 40.
Wait, I have to do under my luck.
Yes.
Okay, I missed it by 7.
I made
All
it
right.
by over 60.
Oh, no. Yes, 4. Only 4.
All right,
Sorry.
so,
4.
Dimitri.
4.
You are you're getting ready. You're packing stuff up, and a young monk comes up to you and says that the master would like to speak with you.
Oh, okay. I will. But since we're preparing and getting ready and packing up, like the weapons are in a case to stay.
Okay, yeah.
So-
Nobody's
so-
taking weapons,
Yeah.
right?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Except the children, which
I mean, is the cane
hardly
a
the
weapon? I
weapons.
mean, the cane's a weapon.
No,
but
they
it's
don't
also
consider the
walking
cane a
stick.
weapon.
Yeah.
My arms are guns. So.
So he brings you to his office and he offers you butter tea.
I am.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
That is okay. What can I do for you? In Chinese.
He pulls you over to the window, and he points out the window at your yak, and he says, "What are those?"
Those are Eugene's dolls. Do I need to make a?
Yeah,
deception?
probably.
That's technically true.
What is deception?
I don't think it's...
I would accept persuade
Yeah.
or
I
charm.
might have to rethink lying here. I might
Oh,
not.
fast talk. Do you have fast talk?
Fast talk?
Yeah.
5%.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
Psychology.
I think
No,
that's officially-
aggressively push the
I'm
rule.
gonna have to.
That's officially slow talk.
Looking at my sheet, I'm gonna have to re-say what
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah,
to
all
say
right.
and say those are his koitsumen.
Really?
Oh, you see math being done in his head.
Yeah.
Do I say his children?
It's your choice.
I would say his children.
Yeah, you probably would actually.
would.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
you,
Those are his children.
his children. They're alive.
Oh, they are carved and created from bits of material.
But they move.
Yes.
Huh. I see. Well, they're not dangerous, I hope.
No, no.
You are,
no.
you are so lucky Dimitri's the one answering that.
I mean, I don't think you would need to lie for that. I don't.
Yeah.
Make me a. Let's call it a psychology roll.
Okay. missed it.
Okay.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
like
because I
doing
don't
that.
want to keep them in a bag anymore.
Oh gosh, always. I'm gonna spend another luck to make it. Just one luck.
All right. So you
Make it.
catch right as you're saying, "Are they dangerous?" Like there's almost a catch in your voice as you remember Tiger, but
Yeah.
you catch it in time and you just say, "No." And he says, "How very interesting." Well, thank you.
Damn you, Ezra.
I'm sorry that I don't have any lying skills.
Well, you're never going to improve if you don't try.
You're right. I should have did fast talk. Let me try and backtrack and fast talk. No, not at all.
You are clearly it is Providence that has brought you to our temple.
Is it? Do you have a way to turn them into human beings? Oh, I don't know that, do I?
Oh!
Or it depends on how focused you were on that scroll, because like we were talking about that,
Okay,
and then
yeah.
you're like this scroll. I'm fixated on this scroll, but then we went back to.
Yeah.
Is that your wish?
Oh, it is. I mean, no. I mean, now it is a question for Eugene.
It's one he's already asked.
This is a mystical place, correct? There are many magics here.
Oh, there are many magics here. Knowledge is a special kind of magic.
Dimitri in his head is just like, God, I gotta kill this guy. But I can't. But
Wow.
he's like, oh.
No one will notice. Where are my weapons?
He's just suddenly like kind of staring off. I might have overstepped my bounds. I tend to do that by saying things that I am not at liberty to discuss.
So he conceals the creatures.
They're on a yak. He's not hiding them.
Are they on the yak? Or are they like
on the
yak.
huddling
They're kind of- I
underneath,
mean, they're
holding
sort
onto
of-
the fur?
They've been riding on the
Okay.
yak.
He had to make a spot hidden roll to notice them.
When I first discovered them, he was afraid to share with the others. But
Why?
it's because it is
You are on your way out.
because they exist. I mean, if I
How
were,
do they exist?
I don't actually. I never really asked. I just said, "Oh, please break mirrors for me." Are there any mirrors in here?
There are no mirrors.
Okay, good.
So far, Tibet has been refreshingly mirrorless.
They've been helpful for us.
I see.
There are some entities that are attempting to get in our way,
Go on.
and I hope there are none here. I don't know if that was a threat or not.
Yeah, I know. He's
might
trying to figure that out as well.
Oh my.
I don't know what you mean. Are you concerned for your safety?
I have been since I have fled Mother Russia. I was when the communists took over, I had to leave because they were persecuting
Your
intellectuals.
matters interest me not. You are safe here. And I'm glad that you were able to tell me something about these children. Thank you. Do you want the children to be made whole?
That is not a question for me. That is a question for Eugene.
I'm asking you. You must travel with these things.
They are friendly to me.
They are family to you.
Well, I guess like I'm the cool uncle.
I see. He makes a psychology roll.
Uncle
No.
Pops.
Uncle Pops. Well, that doesn't concern me at all.
You must find it odd that there are Westerners traveling through Tibet.
With a man who... Yes. But we are a simple people, and we accept providence. And this is beautiful providence. Perhaps divine providence.
We are on a journey of enlightenment.
As are we all. One step closer is all we can hope to get. And you have enlightened me a great deal. I'm most appreciative.
Okay. I'm gonna grab this
Safe
key and
travels.
slam it.
Yeah. Make a con roll.
Yes.
All right, yeah, you're getting a taste for this stuff. You don't know what they were complaining about. Then. He goes, huh, well done. And you come back down, and the final preparations are underway.
And it's
Tenzin is.
Are we leaving? Because I need to.
Yeah, you're
word
pretty
vomit.
much leaving. Tenzin
Yeah.
does not take a pony.
No.
He also rides the yak.
No,
I approve.
Tenzin is walking. Why would I not want to touch this soil every chance I get?
Well, I'm just
He also hasn't
not going to
ridden
bend my
in-
legs like that. So
He also
I'll
hasn't.
walk
He also
as
hasn't
well.
ridden anything except the ship and the train when we had to.
It's true.
By the way, I had a very strange conversation with the
Footsock.
Footsock. He noticed your children, and he's very interested and concerned, and I don't know if we are in danger or not.
All right, let's back that up a little bit.
He noticed the children. He said, "What are those?" I said, "Oh, those are Eugene's children." And then he got very interested in them and said, "Do you want them to become real humans?" Or no, he said, "Do you want them to be whole?" And I'm like, "That's a question for Eugene. I don't have anything to do with that." And,
So-
anyway, so he knows that you have them.
Did he seem okay with it, or did he seem? Do you know?
It is a good thing I did not have my pistols with me because I don't know what would have happened. I didn't. I didn't
Well,
know.
maybe he's just interested in the scroll that has the information to create them.
Oh, that could be. Or he's going to turn us over to the children of fear, and we're all going to die when we come back.
or he might be one.
I did ask him sort of if he was one, and he didn't seem.
Well,
Well, I mean, he wouldn't have to say if he was. Just
Are you now, or have you ever been?
Is that not a thing? Do they have to tell you if they are?
I mean,
no.
Karmic entrapment.
Yeah. If you ask, they gotta tell ya.
No, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have to. They don't have to.
Speaking of karmic entrapment, is the second giveaway set up?
It is. It's ready
All
to
right.
go.
So, hashtag chaos at the break to be entered to win.
Another break.
another.
Oh no! Yeah, we're taking a
What?
break.
Are we here till like 11
Hashtag
tonight?
chaos right now.
Hashtag chaos ASAP
Hey.
to be entered to win 2 of those fabulous. And we've been rated twice.
Nice.
Once by High Shelf Collective, which
Oh.
a ladder could. And RF Chaos, which sounds like a really weird football team to me, like a soccer team.
Well, those are two names that I have never heard before.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We're
Thank you, guys.
playing Call of Cthulhu. Thanks for rating. And hashtag Chaos in the chat to be entered to win. Hold up those tumblers. Let them people. Well, there's not a beverage in it now, but
Yeah.
If I tilt it just all right.
So the
What could go wrong?
silver bullet was, well, Nick came up with that idea well before we had a saloon in Darker Trails.
when we ran our season 2 Down Darker Trails, they had a saloon they ran called the Silver Bullet. We have a long history with werewolves here at Quest and Chaos.
As in, we never come across any, but
Always on the lookout.
Much like the Jersey Devil, we discuss them a great deal, but never see them.
For the new people around here, you must be present to win, and it is U.S. only.
Yes.
Sorry,
Contiguous
Quebec.
US.
Although we can send Thomas to Quebec. We did some checking with the State Department.
Nicely done.
but they won't let him leave.
No, yeah.
Once
he will,
they have
once
him.
they, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So it's a win-win.
For whom? We would miss you.
he's been. Is it deported if you're not from there? I don't know. Exiled. You're being
there
exiled
it
to
is.
Quebec.
Nah, political refugee.
Sanctuary.
I don't have a PhD. They're not going to let me.
I'm sure they're looking for some high quality video content. So hashtag Chaos, and you can win those 2 tumblers. So you set out on this journey, and it is it's a 2-day walk. You know, the ponies go at a not that fast pace, and you know, most of your gear is stowed on the yak. Your weapons are left at the other monastery.
Yes.
You camp each night, and you have plenty of they packed food. There's all sorts of good stuff. And about the afternoon of the second day, you enter into the Rudam Valley, and you can't help but see the Dogen Monastery, which Tinsin will tell you its full name is the Dogen Rudam Oryen Samten Choling.
Whoa.
Does this look familiar to you?
It is not in one of your dreams. Oh, wait.
I think
It was, yes. This does look familiar
Oh.
to you.
Wait, what?
You had a dream about this coming into this valley and there being like a
murder ladies.
Yeah.
Stab, stab, stab,
I thought
stab.
it was the Buddhas that were coming at me in my dream.
That was the first dream.
Yeah, that was the first
Second dream was stabbing ladies.
Yeah.
I'm impressed you remember that.
What? I always
I
remember
have-
good
They
stabbing.
were yeah, in the dream there were women of different color. They were multicolored and they were all stabbing you and it was in this valley.
No, they were stabbing Tenzin. He was
That's right,
trying
yeah.
to get around them and they'd keep getting in his way and stabbing him. So there's going to be a show.
I have no memory of this.
Like all good dreams.
No memory.
Yeah, it's like Gandalf walking into that room.
But you did, I did think
Memory of
you
this place.
mentioned it to us at some point.
Well, that's good.
I think you told Tenzin actually as well.
Oh, I do remember that because you were panicking.
Right.
Oh, did you fail a sand check? Oh, that would,
yeah.
check out.
I don't know if it was so much the sand check, although that might be it. It was also just the you can't die till the right time and they were going to kill you kind of thing.
I don't know if I'm really concerned about that. Anyway, wow.
Tenzin seems
Okay.
unconcerned.
Well, anyway, so I relay that information again.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is the valley that Tenzin gets stabbed a whole bunch
Yeah.
of times by colored people.
I'm
By
sorry,
pe-
what?
By people that are different colors.
Oh dear.
Oh.
This has been a
Tenzin
show.
Tenzin sort of just is blithely unaware, and he's like going off in the lift, and he's like looking at plants, and he like sniffs something, and he eats a berry, and then he'll cut a little piece off with his
for his
ornamental knife, and he puts it in a little pouch, and he's sort of going around and looking for things.
I'm gonna just protect him at all costs. Just like
You're like
be near him.
You're secret servicing him.
Yeah.
I've taught my children to tackle and not shred. Has that worked? Do they look like that?
Sadly, your
season?
pulled pork recipe has really suffered.
I mean, obviously there's exceptions. It's just hard to make sure they understand when the exception is.
Which pork to pull?
Yeah. Not long.
Wow.
Oh, dude.
This valley is really nice as you come down. It is green. It is. It's kind of. It's kind of isolated, but there's not that many people, but there's a lot of wildlife. Yeah, it's a very nice very nice place. And you. You walk through the valley for most of the rest of the day, and Tenzin is just off on his own, going through and looking at stuff. except for his guard is following him.
When you mentioned the wildlife, I just imagine that I see a rabbit.
You see, yeah,
No.
it's following you. Make me a natural world roll,
Oh, goodness.
Dimitri.
That's not a real skill.
I fail it.
All right.
Did you want?
Yeah, I would love
got
a
one more?
reroll
Let's do
because I do have a chance at this. No.
right.
No.
You don't know. He's like saying names you don't recognize as he's like, and he'll like say something and he'll put it in his pouch.
I
He's
just say sage, cilantro, rosemary.
parsley, sage,
Oregano.
thyme.
Basil.
Tibetan oregano. It's good stuff.
Does that keep away the jumping vampires?
I mean,
Isn't
only
it Tibetan cilantro?
No.
Different country. Probably
Or
different.
Tibetan
different group.
coriander. I mean, it depends on.
Actually, in the 30s, so there are people right now in the 20s, contemporaneously with this, who like just go into Tibet and find plants that no one's ever seen before. Like
bet.
Tibet is currently one of the main sources of like, I've never seen that before, so the English can destroy it and name it.
So he had no chance, is what you're saying. Even if he succeeded, it's still.
Maybe he would have recognized one or two. Who knows?
Oh, those ones are magic mushrooms.
Tenzin takes a couple more of those. So the monastery, when you come upon it, is fairly similar to the one in Parkong. It's a red painted wood and mud brick, and a young woman, a nun is what you would think of her as, but a female monk, greets you and has very little Chinese, but she bows 3 times to Tenzin and she bows 1 time to you, and she says she tells Tenzin, he says, to please make yourselves at home, and she asks why you have come to Dozshem Monastery.
Do we hand him
Yeah.
the
Her.
case?
Her.
Well, Tenzin the case, because Tenzin's
Yes.
going to hand it to
Yes.
her.
Yes.
I think.
Tenzin and he just points at the case, and she goes, "Oh," and she bows 3 times to the case, and she claps her hands, and plates of fruits and some sort of cheese, probably.
People carrying plates of.
Yes.
Oh, the way you were saying it, I was thinking
Maybe.
a floating
Be
place.
our guest. Be our guest. The people bring out some plates of food, more butter tea, and she says, I will get the what's his official title? He's the
Master of the
The children of fear. The child of fear.
he is the Kunchen. I will get the Kunchen. And she leaves, and Tenzin will tell you a Kunchen is like he's responsible for all the material goods of the temple.
Temple accountant.
Yes, I suppose.
Quartermaster.
And very quickly,
Green box.
the young woman comes back down, and she waves you with her, and she points at the box.
I'll do it.
and she motions you all to follow, and she takes you to the Kunchen's office. It is there's a large it's in a large back building. There's a low desk which is buried under papers and scrolls. There's writing all over them. There's an abacus. And all sorts of stuff around. And the Kunchen, who he's a small, pudgy man with a kind of an infectious smile. And he says, "Oh, well, the Ani here tells me that you have a gift for us from the abbot of Derge for the Dojin Rinpoche. May I see it?"
You have the thing?
Certainly.
Put it up there.
Okay. He takes the box and he says, "Oh, this is beautiful." And he puts it on his desk. He clears up space in his desk and he puts it on his desk and he, with his back to you, he lays it out there and he looks at it, and there is there's like a pause. And he, his eyes not leaving it, so not facing you, he says, I thought this was to be a print of Doshin Pima Rigzen and his masters in our valley.
That was what we were told it was, right?
Yes.
That's what we're told it was.
It doesn't say kill the people that brought this, does it?
No.
Well, that's good.
No, it's most auspicious. I was not expecting the Yayum to be depicted. Anybody can make I guess an occult roll? Sure, we'll call it occult.
All right. I can certainly.
Oh,
can.
3. I know what it is.
2.
Apparently.
No.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
All right, so both of you
We just look at each other like,
What?
are pretty sure. I don't want to know how you know this. It's probably you probably
we did
binged
work
it.
at. We worked at a museum area before, so it's like.
So the Yayum is a ritual sexual position.
Of course they would know.
yeah.
Make sure to check out your occult.
Yeah, after tonight's episode, yeah.
Check the other side.
The other side?
We
No, it's there's nothing on the other side.
Did we see it before?
It's embroidered.
No.
now.
We have never opened it. We very
Yep.
specifically did not open it.
Were we told not to open it? I just
Nope.
assumed we were supposed to not open it.
I just
Nobody said anything. You had no orders in any way. He says, but again, this is most auspicious. Although,
Oh, I don't like that.
Should I look to see if the position's correct? Just to,
it's quite.
Should we return it? And
No, this is amazing.
well, you say ritual. I mean, if I know, is this associated with some sort of summoning of any?
No, so this is it's almost.
well, let me explain it.
yeah.
Is it like the Kama
Are you
Sutra?
are you
Yeah,
about
yeah.
to magic
So
explain to
It's
him?
like the Kama Sutra.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah,
like
this is not magic explaining.
This is a-
when a man loves a woman.
so
Thinking that
after
fatherhood
many
thing.
years.
See,
there's almost a weird. This is like ritual sexual intercourse. That was contractual is the wrong word, but it was like relationship binding. So we in our weird Western mindset are like, I couple because I love this person. Whereas this is very much a coupling to commune.
interesting.
So does that mean that they want to couple with you? Is that the...
No, actually, if you, it's pretty clear, and he'll hold it up. And depicted on this on this Thanka is Tenzin having sex with a red woman that looks very familiar to you.
And it's
But
clearly
it is
Tenzin.
clearly Tenzin. You've seen him naked.
I recognize that mole.
Now, Tenzin's not in this room, or is?
Oh, he's there.
Oh, okay.
Tenzin's delighted.
When did you model for this?
I didn't.
But why were we given the wrong item to deliver?
Or why were we told that we were being delivered a different item than what was intended?
Clearly, Tenzin points at it. This transformed on our voyage here.
How?
This is...
What were you doing?
No, I was doing nothing. This is a wonderful omen for our voyage. This shows that the valley, that Pamako knows we are coming. I'm not coming yet.
I was going to say, in whose valley? Wait, what?
This...
It has been a long journey. I need to rest now.
This is me and a Dakini, a servant of the gods.
The woman in red?
Yes. It could
Lady in
also
red.
be, and at this point, the Kunshin will the woman in red could also be the goddess of the valley. And Tenzin goes, I'm not that lucky.
Oh, my.
Wow, we have been corrupting him.
What have we done? No, his true colors are showing.
Sure.
What? No.
We are very.
When did we do this?
We are a very strong corrupting influence.
I mean, yes, but
especially
when did-
Dimitri.
Yeah, the Kunshin will say, this could, notice the lotus flower in the center of the lake in a heart-shaped valley. This could be the goddess of the valley, Dorje Fagmor. And Tenzin goes, huh. Oh, and look, there are the apes. And he points, and there are tiny little white apes that are
they're teeny.
that are clambering the slopes all around.
Oh.
Are they proportionate to the slopes? Because if so, that is not
And
small.
everybody make me a spot hidden.
And how big, or how many?
Hold on, before you roll that, how closely are you? If you're looking, if you're like just gonna give it a cursory glance, then you're gonna get a penalty die to this roll.
I'll take a penalty die.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm actually looking for people about to attack us. Because I'm still in
I'm
that, like-
deeply curious. I'm,
All right,
I'm going to
so
give it a
I'm-
close
then
examination.
you get it.
I'm not
Then,
gonna make it,
then you
but-
both get a bonus die.
Spot hitter.
Oh, I might make it.
61.
Ooh, I am glad for that bonus die because that would have been 100 otherwise.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
it's-
I wish you'd gotten 100.
Can I
Well,
push
you
the
know.
wall by pushing someone aside to
Get out of my way! I want to see this.
30 hard
Yeah,
success.
Yeah.
All right, you made it.
I made
No,
it.
seriously, can I?
Are you sure?
All
I
right.
would
Make-
have
you
made
got
it.
the
but I
penalty
was
die.
You
distracted.
pushed the Kunshin aside.
Wait, let me. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's
You gently elbow the Kunshin aside. Actually, you like push Tenzin aside, and he's like, "I've seen it already."
But yeah, I think hard success.
All right.
Cool.
So hard success. So you got a regular success. All right. So this is incredibly intricate embroidery. This was not the work of like a few days. This was the work of months of real craftsmanship. You two, with the hard successes, notice, all the stuff. There's the apes. There's a lot of Tenzin. There's, the red lady and the lotus flowers and all that. There are small, little, even smaller than the apes, little rainbow circles that are embroidered in. And inside each of those rainbow circles is one of you. There are 4 rainbow circles, and yours has 3 tiny little black dots in it, too.
4
4.
tiny little
Yeah,
mountains?
that's
I was
right,
like,
4.
3? Really?
Hell, for some reason, I always think there's 3. I don't know.
I
Who
think
do it
originally
really?
there might have been
Triplets.
3, and then you said
Triplets.
4, and then I think at one point you were going to say 5 or something, and I stopped.
You know.
Wait a second, what is it?
It's like a random monster. There are 3 to 6.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, you
an
both
omen.
see all 4 of them in there. Of you, far in the back, tiny, and you see the 4 dots.
As I have pushed Tenzin aside, now I pull him forward
Yeah.
and demand that he explain what the rainbow. Are those shields?
Connection.
Are those
Rainbow
are those
connection.
protection? Is this? And I'm pulling his head close.
Well,
We don't have to watch you do this, right?
I didn't know I had to do this.
Well, I mean, it's for telling.
Yes.
I'm not in a rainbow bubble, nor are any of you.
But you are all naked.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, well, what?
Yeah, no,
don't
look, you're
look-
not wearing clothes.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm just in beige. I'm gonna buy some beige robes to be in accordance with the prophecy.
We had another raid, by the way.
Oh.
Plasmos.
Hello, friends.
Plasmos has
Welcome.
raided us. Thanks so much. We are playing Call of Cthulhu, and they have just.
Ezra's gonna make us be naked.
We still have a giveaway going.
Yeah, we
right?
do.
Yep.
Hashtag chaos.
Hashtag chaos in the chat for a chance to win
you
2 tumblers that say the Silver Bullet Saloon on them.
Yeah, you
No,
can.
they just say the silver
The
bowl.
Silver Bowl.
Yeah.
And then a little howly wolf with tendrils. You can't see it, so I have to describe it to you. But this is for the podcast listeners.
This is what you're missing out on,
Yeah,
podcast
they-
listeners.
That was Nick, podcast listener.
Yeah, a very, very tiny, small, undiscernible glass is what the podcasters could see if they go to YouTube.
It's like it's there.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's
They're
not
generally
bad.
good-sized glasses, just,
Yeah.
not for holding up to a camera.
So, like, when you show that to Tenzin and he says that, he turns and he says, Kunshin Chodak, this is a sign. This is an omen, a wonderful omen. And he says, let me tell you why we have come to Tibet. And the Kunshin sort of, please. And Tenzin starts to, like, tell the whole story.
I'm watching the Konshin then very closely to see how he reacts to all of that.
You can all make a psychology. You may all attempt a psychology roll.
No.
With these dice.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
not.
to do. I rolled the wrong ones. I rolled 2 of the big ones.
Can I ask for one of the re-rolls?
Oh, I got it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got
What
a.
did you say?
Oh.
Can I just get like really close up to him and like just see if he's sweating at all? If nothing else, my hope is that if I'm obtrusive enough, it'll make him uncomfortable and it'll be a tell for someone else. Can I give everyone else a bonus dice? by being
Unfortunately, not.
Can I push this psychology roll?
Yes. How would you? You know what? That
That's-
I would accept that as a
Yeah.
push. Yeah. So
You want me
so
to be a
you
push?
two start to you two start to like
just
knight
either
at
side.
Roxbury him.
Jeez.
There's a '90s reference.
10.
Woo!
Yeah, that's a
Regular success.
All right.
Wait, what am I doing?
Psychology.
That's an
theoretically.
extreme
Yes.
success.
I just
Nice.
I got a regular. I got a regular.
Regular, extreme, and you just are like, hey, you work out?
Come here often.
Okay. Well, so Chodak, the Kunshin, is not. He's not acting surprised by any of this.
Okay.
By the transformation,
Oh.
or by Tenzin telling him that, you know, one of you's gonna. He like that's his lead. He says, one of these fine people is going to kill me. And then he like goes on with all this other, you know, and starts telling the whole story, and is not leaving much out.
I
Wow.
like the idea that we're both next to him, and when he does that, like, I lean over behind him, like, I get no tell at all.
Oh, God.
And in fact, at a certain point, as Tenzin goes into like minute 5 of the story, the Kunshin starts to look a little bored.
Ooh.
And or is just sort of like trying to hide it, but can't hide, like,
No.
look up at the ceiling. Just,
So
Yeah. So anyway, I think the other abbot guy also has suspicions.
did you know this already?
yes. I was expecting you. I had a vision, a dream
Oh.
of your appearance.
Interesting.
And the worst part is these two guys were standing right next
They were acting like earmuffs.
Did in your dream was there any stabbing involved?
No.
Oh, good, good.
What, have you had dreams where stabbing was involved?
I have in the valley.
Here? Who was stabbed?
Right, eye over to Tenzin,
Who would stab such a revered llama?
and then I point to
The red woman?
the red woman.
When you say stabbed,
Was it?
you're not speaking euphemistically.
No, with a knife,
I see.
and more than just red, yellow and blue. I think, if that's what it was.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, those sound like Dakini. They are the protectors of Tibet. And the servants of the gods. Huh.
What did happen in your dream?
You came and you offered this gift, and the gift was as you see.
Oh.
But you were surprised.
Well, I was surprised that anything I dreamed actually happened.
You were not in the habit of prophetic dreams?
No. Well, you have brought us this wonderful gift. I hope you will be my guests and stay the night at our monastery.
Better than trying to get home or back tonight.
And he looks at Tenzin and he bows 3 times. And we would, I'm sure, many of the monks here would love your blessing and to discuss your life. And I will leave it up to you how much you tell them of your life, but you are, you have much to teach us all. And yeah, he says, you are of course welcome to join, but most of what happens will be in Tibetan. There are some Chinese monks. There's a small group of Chinese monks who are visiting the monastery. Your Chinese seems very good.
When Tenzin speaks, we can understand him.
So if he is teaching, then we would be delighted to listen.
Yes.
Beg pardon?
I'm sorry, that's the part that throws you off?
I knew the rest was going to happen.
Oh, yes.
You truly are magical.
Yay.
Well, of course, then you're welcome to sit in on the lessons. And so Tenzin will actually talk about liberation. He talks about liberation rites. In Tantric Tibetan Buddhism, there are many. Some involved sacrifice. Some involved offering yourself up as a ritual meal to demons. And some involve intercourse, like the Yayun. He talks about when human sacrifice is used, it was usually because someone broke one of the someone committed one of the 5 major crimes against Buddhism. Murder, fomenting trouble within the faith, thievery, and 2 others I can't remember.
Cilantro.
Yeah.
The highest of crimes.
And the ritual is intended to ensure that the victim is reborn in a good incarnation, cleansing their karma. Sometimes, this is a way for those who have transgressed to avoid a journey or numerous journeys through the Narakas, which are the Buddhist hells, to pay off their karmic misdeeds and to instead return to the cycle and live again, to learn and to grow. These liberation rituals are an important aspect of our faith and have been for thousands of years. And he talks he goes in great detail about how you would do one of these rituals.
Oh, I'm gonna take notes.
Yeah, no, sure. Mm-hmm.
Rituals.
I think I'm also taking notes.
Yeah,
because
rituals.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
And the history around them.
I just screw it up.
All right, if we haven't done it already, let's go ahead and roll the giveaway. So this is your last chance. #K, unless you've already done it.
Now it's 30 seconds. Now we gotta wait 30 seconds.
#chaos in the chat to be entered, and then it gets typed in. I like saying the word as it gets typed. It's like playing Wordle. Well, you read it out. So again, that night you are guests of honor. You actually have nicer places. You're not in a dorm this time. You're each in a little room.
Is it? I would like to stay protecting Tenzin. However, I think that would be
Between
whether
him and the
that's-
door.
Yeah.
It's like, get out of my room. I don't need protection. It's gonna go great, trust me.
Or in the hallway, or
So you're just sort of like, if you like start out sitting against his door, and he opens it and he says, "Bring a blanket if you must. Come in."
Sleep on the floor.
And no, he gives you the bed,
Oh, okay.
Aw.
and he sits on the ground cross-legged.
So my children get Dimitri's room. Is what I No, I'm kidding. They
Kids
they
stay
moved
free.
me.
Tenzin, he says, tonight, since the moon is full, I need to step out and I need to make, what are they called? I need to make the Rilbus. They're pills. They are that will be that you will take before the ritual.
Okay. Can I help? Or
I think if you knew what was in the Rilbus, you might not take the Rilbus.
It's poop.
I'm glad you
Or-
went there too.
opium?
No, that's fine.
Have we seen any poppies?
More for your own sake, I think, than anything else. Although you did quite well with the butter tea.
What is in butter tea? No, never mind. I will let you go.
A new name. The winner of the tumblers is Ghostface 1066. Wow.
Wow. What a
Ghostface
cool
the
name.
Norman Conquest.
Yes.
So go ahead and, if you haven't already, whisper your address to the Quests and Chaos.
Quest and Chaos should whisper you, saying
Oh.
congratulations on winning the tumblers.
Oh, look at that.
So that way, when I go back and
We're
look,
active
I
communicators.
remember
Yes.
what it is that they won.
It's important.
Well,
Very
there you go. Congratulations, Ghostface. Thanks for watching. So So about 1 a.m, Tenzin quietly slips out.
I think I'm asleep.
Okay.
All of us to protect him, and then you let him wander
Yeah.
outside alone.
He can choose not to bleed.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
True.
The next morning, he's sitting at a table, putting things in jars, in this little ceramic jar, and he says, I'm gonna need to purchase some nectar from the monks here.
Will we have soy sauce?
I was
or-
about to say substitute some soy sauce.
No, we trade the soy sauce.
Oh. No soy sauce pills.
No, sorry. My knowledge has bought everything I need here. And he will, it looks like a jar of honey, but it smells awful. And he's effusive. He'll like, he says like to everybody, he says, this is the most revered seat of Nyang Mappa esoteric practice and instruction. I thank you all. And he prostrates himself. And like, people are just like,
Oh.
they are super excited. And they have fresh ponies and supplies for you to return. And the Kunshin,
The same ponies or different
different ponies. They have different ponies.
It's a pony exchange system.
Yep. The Kunshin, as you're getting ready to leave, he'll say, you are going to have a very interesting time in Tibet. I'm anxious to hear about. Please come back after your adventure. I'm anxious to hear about it, and of course, I hope you're successful.
Well,
Thank you.
Good news or bad news?
I mean, if we're not successful, it's likely because we were killed.
I see. Well, then, I give you what blessings I can.
Thank you.
And Gwendolyn will bow a little bit in
Yeah.
the manner that she's been watching everyone else do.
I assume
Right,
every
yes.
time someone bows to us, we bow back. I just kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, that's the
This is
thing.
what you do. You just keep
And then it
doing
just starts to
back
change.
and forth.
Oh no! What happens when they've done it 3 times?
What have we done?
So you head back to the other monastery. It's an uneventful journey.
Love those.
As we get there, I'm gonna have the children on me as opposed to on the yak.
Hidden?
No, just on me, because I
Okay.
mean they already know about them, and I wasn't really trying to hide them.
first, about night 2 of your journey, as you're camping underneath the stars, please make me a POW roll.
Boo!
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Hard
Hard.
success.
Okay.
Hard. Oh no.
You gotta get a 96 at a time like this, right?
Oh.
Do you?
I mean, apparently, those are the rules. The dice have spoken.
You know,
Darn.
we cannot speak against the all-knowing dice.
I had too much butter tea that night.
So,
Went right through me.
so the 3 of you have a fine night's sleep. You have a terrible dream. In that dream, there are 7 multicolored women. Beautiful women.
So far, so good.
And they cook you a sumptuous meal. And you can't stop eating. You just eat and eat and eat, and you're never sated. But you're always happy. It's not like an unsatisfied. It's just that you have an endless capacity to eat this amazing meal. But then, off to the left, you see your compatriots. And they're like looking at you, imploring you to come with them. And you stand up from the table. And one of the beautiful women begs you to stay and to eat with her. But you look again at your friends and you say, no, I must go with them. And this woman sits down and kind of in a huff. And then you turn, and the 6 women all start to dance sensuously around you. And every once in a while, as one of them like passes, their hand goes over their face, and your wife's face is on their face. And they're leaning in and they're whispering in your ear, "Stay with us. Be with us. Stay with us. Be with us." And you look over to your friends and they're farther away. And as the dream ends, you succumb to unending pleasure.
Oh no.
And you wake up and you feel weirdly okay with how things worked out.
That's not the worst critical fail I've ever had. Much worse things have happened.
And there are 6 more children.
And that is where we're going to end tonight.
Oh, yeah, well, that sounds like a good time.
No, guys, go on without me.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of you goes to his room to wake him up, and he's like, just a little longer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for all the raids, RF Chaos, High Shelf Collective, Plasmos. Awesome. And all of the bits were buried under them still. I have 2 going in.
We have one over here.
Yeah, we went through most of
Yeah.
ours.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
used
so
those.
3 going in.
But we still have the, let's see, I have 3, and what do you got?
5, 6, 7.
Good Lord. All
And
right.
we've got 2 more shows to use them in.
Our quotes from tonight, it's the winner.
Clearly.
All bacon is same bacon.
Yes, yes, yes.
You don't tourniquet your butt. I am a very good doctor sometimes. I kind of want that to be the title. Right?
Me too.
Eugene is Eugene. Technically, I sat on it. I'm sorry, I don't have any lying skills. And another strong contender, Tibetan oregano. Continuing our herbal thing. We are so thankful for all of you watching and having fun. YouTube, thank you so much. And our podcast listeners. And don't forget, you have until the end of July to write a review on your podcast service of choice and post in our Discord about it to be entered into that drawing. I don't even remember what they're going to win anymore, but it's going to be awesome. You're going to win something awesome.
Stuff.
It's going to be great. And go ahead and let us know you do that. We've had 2 people enter so far. And if we only have 2 people, I'm just going to, you give them something, I'll give them something, and everybody will win.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, well, thank you so much. And I think that's everything. So goodbye, Internet friends.